How you doing out there, folks? Yes, it's me, Frankie, the unknown songwriter. Well, I won't be doing a comment video, but I will be miming a song, one of the ones I wrote, not these other singers I've been doing. And it's going to be from the Chapel Recording Company. It's over 40 years ago. And it's on acetate disc, because that's what they were using. Big records, and only one song on the record on one side. I liked it I've had 45s and I've had cassette tapes. I had a lot of albums and different things. But it's on 45 RPM speed, even though it's a big record. I'm going to show you the record. See it? That's the size. See the disc? They call this an acetate disc. See it? And the song on here is The World's at Your Feet. And see the Chapel Recording Company? They have the praying hands. That's their symbol. Indicating that, it's religion, songs, gospel songs. But not necessarily. Okay. Put that there on the record player. Now, let me see if I can go. Okay, this song now is The World's at Your Feet. The title? Now, not necessarily a gospel song. I sent it to them anyway, because that's all they really did was gospel music. They have different companies associated with them that could have done different music, but I said, let me do it. And these big records, they're breakable. Because on the 45s it says unbreakable. Different material, but these are definitely breakable. And the dust, man, I had them at pretty sure, maybe 2 years ago, maybe less. And I was playing them, but I played them on the record player, and I put them all on one. I think I did them individually too, but I didn't mime them. Because I have been miming my songs a while ago. I didn't just start miming songs now. I did this way back. Back in the day I was doing it, so it's nothing new for me to do this. I didn't do these particular songs though. This version, they don't change the lyrics much. They do the demo, that record, they do the music, and they have the singers that they use. It could be a duet, it could be a male singer, female singer, whatever they think is appropriate, for that song. Now this one, The World's at Your Feet, I don't think it's too long, this one. It's hard to tell, because they don't start in the beginning, when they, make these records. I have to see. Yeah, it doesn't look like much. It depends, because they do the words, the way I said. They very rarely change anything. Some of the other companies I had used to do that. They would change the words around and repeat something. But we'll see about this one. I'll discuss it. I'm going to try to do it now. See how it comes out. The World's at Your Feet by the Chapel Recording Company. Let's see how it's going to come out.
When you're young, you don't realize how tough life is unless you've had several tries. Because the world's at your feet every time you walk down the street.
If your problems are getting you down, now's the time to stop messing around. If you're having trouble making ends meet, remember that the world's at your feet.
No matter what color your face, we all belong to the human race. Every now and then you should reflect on the things you might neglect. Because the world's at your feet every time you walk down the street.
The sky is blue and the grass is green, and there's a lot of things you haven't seen. From morning till night you wonder what you're doing
is right.
From coast to coast everyone should make the most. If you don't think that your job is the best, then you should take another test. Because the world's at your feet.
See? This song can apply today Because I mentioned in there about you don't think your job's the best, you make another test. In this case, your job's not going to be the best if the business is closed down and you don't have work. You're going to have to try to get something else and then do something, you know. It's encouraging people the opportunity. World's at your feet every time you walk down the street. It's kind of a play on words, you know, because it is. And that means an opportunity that everybody has. Some people, maybe they don't get, they're disgusted. They need encouragement. A song like this could encourage them. So that means the opportunity's there. It's up to you to try to get it, you know, the best you can. But one of the lines in this song, you probably heard it. No matter what color your face, we all belong to the human race. Now, you know yourself the way things are today. Now, I wrote this over 40 years ago, and I still feel that way, you know. We're all the same. May appear a little bit different on the outside, but inside, we're all the same, basically. Yeah, and we all breathe the same air and everything, you know. I don't see why the way this, the Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. That's when I bring that up now, since about this song, but I wrote it over 40 years ago. If there's any problem with it, it wasn't now. I didn't write it now to create any issues or anything. So again, if anybody's interested in this song or any of the songs that I've done, you know, the ones on Acetate disc right now, I have others. Maybe you might want to sing it, you like it, for whatever reason. Maybe well, this is not necessarily a gospel song. It could be. I mean, they did it that way with a duet and all. But it could be done. Any music. I'd say, if someone wanted to sing it, do different music. But these, well, you heard the records. They're pretty clear since I cleaned them. It could be used as a master. They could be remastered and maybe released as a new release. Songs are old, but they're still new in a sense. So with all that in mind, if anybody wants to say they like the song, contact me and I'll give you permission to use it for whatever you want. But if for some reason there's any proceeds, then we have to split it. I mean, you could deduct costs and everything from it. But if there is, we become partners. You know, even though you didn't give me a cash advance or anything. If you knew anybody that might want a new song or something, original song, you can make a deal. Anybody out there wants to make a deal, let's say with a singer that you know or something, say, you know, they like one of the songs. Well, I could give you a price. You don't even have to tell me none of that. You want to buy it from me, and then you could sell it to them for more. That's up to you, but all I know is I'd rather, if I'm going to make a deal with somebody, it'd be better if they just bought the song and bought the lyrics. And that's theirs. They own it. I'm out. Pay me. Once I cash the check, that's it. I'm out, no matter what happens, and I wish it would do good, though. Yeah, because I did write it, you know, in my, back in the day. So, again, the lyrics aren't dated, even though I know for sure how long. It's over 40 years ago. There's plenty of songs out there that they are, the only reason they're dated is because the singer, anybody knows a singer in 100 years ago, Al Jolson, that dates the song. We already know, no matter what, there's some things in the song that might date it based on that time period, the music and all. And the fact it was Al Jolson, that already dates it. Because I've done a lot of his songs. So, this is different here, you know. Somebody can listen to these lyrics, you know. Mostly all my lyrics are positive. You know, encouraging people to be better, to do things. And that's the way I wrote them. You know, I had that, you know, one of, like, it's a subliminal meaning. Like if someone was listening to this song and the world's at your feet, time you walk down the street, they might be hearing that in their mind, and I might encourage them to go out all of a sudden. They go out and they pound the pavement. Next thing you know, they got a job. So it's got that meaning that I instilled in these songs when I wrote them. So keep all that in mind. And again, I'll go over this again. This is a Chapel Recording Company, and it's a demo on acetate disc. Of course, I was trying to sell the acetate disc before, but I thought somebody might be collecting them, and they might want. Then I'd have to price it accordingly, but I wouldn't want to do that because I have a song on there. the demo's on there, and I don't want to lose that unless someone wanted to buy the song from me. So of course, if anybody bought the song, you get the acetate disc. Of course, I can make a better deal. Say I had their 6 songs, right, and they're all from the same time period, and make a deal. Probably for 6 wouldn't be much more than for 1. Because I'd be glad if someone would take them, could do something with them. Maybe remaster them, maybe redo them. Because I have contracts for each one of them. From this Chapel recording company. I hired them to do the music and the demos. And then the singers, they're mentioned on there, but they couldn't sing those songs anywhere. So now what? They're going to come forward if they're maybe 90 years old by now, who knows? If they're still around. But they can't. They're written out of it completely. I paid for that, that service, and they were paid by Chapel Recording Company as a contracted singer. So they're out. There should be no conflict of interest there whatsoever. Someone's going to come forward, they're using my voice and I sung that song. You were paid for that performance. That's it. So, but of course you don't have to worry about that. If you're worried about that, you can just sing it in your voice or get another singer. Whatever you want to do. Just let me know. We'll see. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I want to thank everybody for viewing my videos, including this one. The content in my videos are definitely different than you're going to find anywhere else. So, again, I wish everybody have a nice day, and see you on the next one.